Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Blur, seeing what's going on. Got a lot of requests for this one from my community, and we're going to go ahead and see what's happening. It was an ICO on February 14th. Oh, that's cute. February 14th. And what we're going to do is we're going to see kind of what's going on here today and see if we're working within the Fibonacci retracement levels. Big picture, what's going to happen next. If you are new to the channel, keep in mind I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. If you can, help us build our YouTube channel. Of course, continue to build. Like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards there. But more important, help us with our Twitter community here too. We're growing slow and steady here. Of course, we just started kind of hitting this hard this month, but we're bringing 25 to 50 tweets per day, all super relevant, technical and fundamental data. So be sure to check that out. You can kind of stay abreast on a lot of cool stuff here, and it's really a lot of fun too to interact with our community members too. We love it. So be sure to check that out if you can. Of course, everything is available at cryptocash.tech as well if you want to become a community member and benefit from our trading signals, trading community, and academy. I have the whole 9 yards there. All right, so here's the thing with Bitcoin. Just to quickly preface here, I just watched and basically recorded my own Bitcoin video a moment ago. And just to quickly heads up, there's a good chance we're going to see a breakout to the upside because it is kind of working itself into a pattern here, and it did just break to the upside. So keep in mind, we're looking good there in that sense. That does help the overall sense of Blur or just any general altcoin right now, right? Bitcoin does well, altcoins tend to do better too. Okay, so just keep in mind we're looking fairly decent for Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to Blur, what we want to look at here is a few key factors. We'll start with the daily, kind of see where we're at here. First of all, with the convergence, we can see we got a convergence on the horizon. This is a very good swing trade quality. So there's a good chance we have enough momentum here to continue to sustain the right side of the tracks and the price to continue higher. Okay, that's a very, very good sign. We can also see on the RSI as well that we're up over 50 on the RSI, and we were down there for a good, 5 or 6 days. So being back up above that is a very important indication. I don't know, I can't speak today. You know what I mean. It's an indication of positive momentum to the upside, and that's a good sign to be above that resistance level. That is concurrent with this, 67.5 cents mark right there on Fibonacci retracement. So we can kind of see there at 0.382, that's a strong resistance / support level. We can kind of see that reaffirmed back here as well, right? So you can kind of see that line in the sand there where that's a good price to be above. So closing today above that level should imply we will see further upside here. So I'm anticipating we're going to see some growth here from Blur, somewhere in the range of 5 to 10% over the next couple of trading days to retest 0.618. I think that's a good chance of that. All right, so taking a look at the 4 hour. I want to note here again, this is premature, but this push, this increase, is tentatively above that resistance level. Now I say premature because this candlestick hasn't closed yet, right? So we still got 14 minutes left and 36 seconds before that candlestick closes. We can close above that, be a pretty good sign, but you can see here, resistance, resistance, and potentially a turn support. Okay, so we might be in good shape there if we get a closure above that. We got a convergence on the MACD, which is good. We bounced off of 50 on the RSI roughly, so that's also very positive. And we're not overextended on the Bollinger Bands either on the 4 hours. So we truly can see a lot of positive stuff here, especially with all three moving averages below the price action. So that reaffirms we have a strong support range here between 57 and 63. So this little support range should continue to hold, and the price action does pull back. It'll probably bounce off that area. Okay, so good stuff there. I do like what I see here so far. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the hourly and wrap it up here. We can see with TD sequential, we are not here hitting a significant series of numbers just based on the simple fact that overextensions are not occurring with these large candle wicks. Just keep in mind these large candle wicks have a tendency of selling off, which they are doing right now. But they do also commonly retrace to the halfway point. So if you kind of take this bottom to top here, for example, and just cut that in half, that puts us right about 65.5 cents. That should be the tentative bottom for this pullback. Okay, so that's essentially what we're looking at there in that regard. If we take a look at Ichimoku Cloud, it'll probably be fairly funky, which it usually is when you have these kind of increases and decreases, but the bottom line is it says to keep our long position open if you have one. Okay, so don't close it out. Consider taking profits perhaps in 12 to 24 hours the price continues to go sideways. Otherwise, I would just say maintain your position because it does seem like further upside is much more potential than down. So daily, 4 hour, and the 1 hour all give us some really positive confirming signs here. And the tentative bottom, I would say, would be at the 68 cents mark. And if we do lose that, it'd be 65.5. Okay, just keep in mind, obviously you have a long position open, you got some leverage all the way down to 65.5, you're going to take a decent hit. So it may be advantageous to consider waiting a little bit. What I'll do myself personally is set an alert at about 68. If that goes off, I'll reevaluate and see if it's worth getting in. That could be a good bouncing point though based on Fibonacci retracement levels and previous resistances. All right, hopefully that makes sense for you and I described that correctly. If you found benefit today, please consider liking, subscribing, the whole 9 yards there. We do appreciate that, just helping the community grow. Obviously, you want to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is a website. We have Trading Academy communities and signals, of course, and we did hit some nice profits with our short position from Bitcoin yesterday. So it was really awesome to be able to hit that. But we are bringing day trades to the community here soon within the next week or two. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.